play, I want it. You know that I'm always honest. Stay away from those who are toxic. Keep them out your face, no way, you don't want it, yeah. Don't try to drain my energy. The enemy is everything. It's mentally, unhealthily spreading like a rare disease, but I won't let it get to me. I don't need your therapy. I can leave a legacy of leading by intensity. Come on, we can fight this. Freedom is priceless. Spread just like a virus. Living in a crisis. Do you feel courageous? Do you seek greatness? Trust me, you can take it. Go on and take your aim. Yeah. Built to last with the webs I'm weaving. I can change the past with all I'm achieving. Got my foot on gas, never stop competing. If you break like glass, then this life's gonna eat 'em. Make mistakes real fast, then you learn how to beat 'em. If you take off the gas, you can see all the healing. If the pain's in the past, move on from the brink and put your foot on the gas. No, never stop competing, yeah.
Hey, how are you guys doing? Great to see you. Let me pull up my chat here. I don't want to keep our guest backstage too long because she is fantastic. Actually, let's just see how can we roll the rabbit into one description? Referee, a fair referee. That's how I'll say it. Come on up, Rabbit. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. It's good to be here.
It's good to have you. I called you a fair referee. That's what I would consider you.
I think that's fair.
Yeah, I think so too. Hi, everybody that's new to my channel. My name is Linda Kay. This is my channel, and what I'm about here is just talking to people. I'm a supporter of supporters. Creators and subs work together. I believe that we can build a better community if we all get along, and you never know who you might see on a show that say, hey, you know what, that person could help me do this, or maybe they could, you know what I mean? You could all network and get along. That's what I'm hoping for. Rainbows and unicorns. So, Rabbit, what's exciting in your trailer court? Let's talk about that. You are the most unique. Tell us about it.
A lot goes on at the trailer park. It's virtual, but it's fun. I noticed a lot of people had the option to have members, and I was like, okay, I want to do that. But clearly I'm not capable of controlling, the different tiers and all that. So I was like, I'm just going to create this virtual world where everybody can kind of come and it'd be more interactive, so it's going pretty good though. We're off of the YouTube streets a little bit. So we're outside the city limits. So we try to keep to ourselves there.
It's a place of relaxation. Build your own. I got a garden. I got an extra row of carrots for the rabbit.
Yeah.
I got seating for everybody. You know what I mean? Bonfire. Let's have some fun. You know what I mean? It's a virtual takeaway from everything that has been going on, does go on in Summerwells.
Big time.
I honestly think Summerwells is kind of really I feel so bad that she's got such a circus around her. And in my opinion, justice is going to be hard to find because it's so tainted and poisoned worldwide, with all the lies or in between lies or however you have to read it. Do you know what I mean? What's your take on all that?
I think that, I don't know. I'm always thinking on two different sides at all times. And I think that's where my mind just goes into just some kind of weird place, because on one hand, I think, okay, maybe there would be a chance that there could be a fair trial, if it comes to that, allegedly, whatever happens. Because I guess I tend to think when I'm on YouTube, because it's like-minded people, no matter what they think or if they get along or not, everybody, at least most people, are kind of here because of Summer. A lot are to get information. And so I think, well, it seems like such a huge world, like the entire world when you're on here. But then when I step out into literal reality, not as many people have heard her name, or they don't know what I'm talking about. So, maybe there's a chance that, there could be a fair trial. I don't know. I think it'll be hard. I just hope that they at least get an arrest soon. I think we're all tired.
Yeah. I think if there's going to be any kind of charges, it would first probably have to be with something I don't want to touch on is The Boys. I really don't want to go any further than that, because I think it's over the line for some of the things that have happened, and I just leave it at that. But I don't know about Summer. It makes, knowing the whole, like more of the whole situation to this point, whether it be truth or half truths, there are some truths in what they say. You just kind of gotta determine it, I think, don't you? I mean,
Yeah.
kind of use your own logic, but I don't know. I mean, there's so many possibilities. Everything's possible. Everybody's on the table. I guess that's just what I gotta say,
Yeah,
But
I think this has been one case that has had people unable to get a footing on anything for sure and stay there. It's constantly changing, and people becoming involved that weren't involved before, and new people, and then people that are resurfacing that were in the beginning, but then you didn't hear anything else. It's almost too much. And I do not envy TBI or any law enforcement, because it has to be just unreal for them.
oh, I can't imagine well, I'll say it, that whoever, CIA or LA or
Oh
whoever,
yeah.
that person claims to call like all the time with everything that she's seeing that, well, I'm sure her subscribers are seeing, or they just like the joyride. But things I don't see, I think you have to be on illicit drugs or something. But that is a kind of thing
Mhm.
that is going to really hurt the time that they take for really doing something. Do you know what I mean?
Oh,
And
for sure.
I mean, didn't they say they check every tip? Can you
Oh yeah.
imagine? Can you
I would
imagine?
hope that at this point that there's some way that they could redirect these calls that are just so outlandish and out there, that maybe they have a particular person. I mean, I'm sure they probably don't, but it would
Yeah.
really be wise for them to have one person that they reroute those calls to, so they can sift through the more nonsensical kind of stuff, because that is a big problem. And and nobody's trying to be mean to her
Mm-mm.
or whatever. I mean, we're all subject when we get on here to, criticism and ridicule and whatever, or praise or whatever it might be.
Right.
And I really do think it's important that, a lot of this case has been mishandled in many ways, and by creators. It's been mishandled in real
Oh,
life
yeah.
a lot of ways. But what she is doing in particular, um, is just so it's just perverted, if that makes sense. Not in a S kind of way, but just perverting it,
Right.
and it's just so far out there.
Extorting it.
I have no words.
Yeah, extorting it, like, like
Yes.
really,
Yes.
and they're stretching things out that if it's really big, I mean, I just want to put this out there. If it was something of value, I mean, real value, first of all, if they
Hmm.
said something to TBI, they would not be saying something on YouTube. Okay. Now, if they're trying to
Hmm.
hinder the case, as far as I'm concerned, you bring things out that they don't even know you have. And then,
Yeah.
like this sheet, I'm sorry, I'm not judging the person, but that is something that they would be given after they make their copy. They take that and they give that to the homeowner, whatever they took out. I've seen them before. So I know that's what copy it was. You know what I mean? Something like that. So whether it got taken a copy of, somebody handed it to them, they outed that. And that could really hurt the case. I mean,
Absolutely.
that is, and it's making implications that are not to be deemed on a child. It's
Hmm.
re-victimizing, and I just refuse to have any part of that. I have to stop. Hello, the White Rabbit presents. I love you so much. I love everybody in here, but I White Rabbit, this is White Rabbit.
Yes.
They're in the same place, one in chat, one on here. So now you guys can determine, because I know White Rabbit that I'm talking to right now always gets asked, are you the one that makes the videos? Right?
Exactly. Yes. See, now you guys can see we are two different rabbits, guys. See, you
Yes.
can see for yourself.
And one's in America and down south, if you
Hmm.
can't tell by that beautiful accent. And she's Get Down Trailer
Oh,
Park Life, which is wonderful because I'm a part of that. And the
yes,
other one is
ma'am.
in another country. So, you know, it's very nice to see all of you. Let me see, Ellen, Chatty Jen, the White Rabbit presents. That must be. Oh, well, it's not. Yeah, she didn't put the. Lucia, Jenica, Holly Dolly, Rosemary, all my mods. I just want to say hi to the peoples that I haven't said. Oh, Captain Avi, mwah, Carrie, love you guys. Thank you all for being here. Anyway, so there's creators that will take on that. Like, let's just put it this way: you, for one, YouTube streets recognize you for having SmackDown battles where nobody else would get on and do that. You allowed that. So why don't you give us your take on that? Because for me, I think it's fantastic. You give everybody a voice, and I applaud you for it. So what made that happen?
Oh gosh, you asked the tough questions.
I do not.
You do, you're good. Well, I don't think that was my plan coming in. Honestly, when I started this, I thought, there's so many people on YouTube, and I'm just going to be in a tiny little corner of my own. At best, maybe 20 people will even notice that I exist. Next thing you know, I'm on there and people are coming up on panel, and then somebody pops in the room, and then boom, it all pops off. There was no plan or rhyme or reason in the beginning. I think it started, and it seems to always start for whatever reason when Ernie comes in. And he's been called bait before, and I think it definitely holds true. He is sort of bait, and when he comes, all the sharks follow almost immediately. And I thought, you know what? I'm just going to let him have at it, because you hear different things about different creators and different stories about them. So I thought, you know what? If they're here, they're at the same time on this panel, people will get to hear them exactly for how they are and who they are and exactly what comes out of their mouth. And it just kind of went from there. It's calmed down a little bit now. Now, I'm not opposed to a SmackDown if people want to pop up and do it. But for the most part, I think it's gotten a little bit quieter.
Yeah, I think you kind of let them really battle it out. I mean, you did 2 days in a row. I mean, yes.
Oh, yeah.
There was more people to attack Ernie than Ernie had.
Oh,
He
yeah.
was taking it. Okay. There was a lot.
He was.
You could see the anger coming out. I mean, the real anger coming out. These people were real. It was
very much so.
Real feelings, and you sat back there with patience of a saint, listening to, I mean, some things were real low down digs and some were valid questions. So, I think you let them just take that pressure cooker. Remember when Grandma had one, that thing go like this, and you had to get it because it could explode, right? Well,
absolutely.
It came off. They had a place to do it where they were treated with respect by everybody, including in the chat. I mean, we did miss some things, but we really did pretty good considering the first day we were all new.
Yeah, it got pretty crazy. And I took some backlash. You can't please all the people about Ernie getting tag teamed by a lot of people, but they have to remember, and I try to explain it a million times, that he was there because he chose to be, and he could have just dropped off any time. And I know he wants to defend his honor, so to speak, and everybody had the opportunity to come on panel. It didn't have to be just a creator, and as a matter of fact, there were people up there that aren't creators. That's right. Well. And anybody could have got up there and been Ernie's partner at any time. They just chose not to. So he held his own, though. I'll give him credit.
You did checks on people, make sure that they were mentally okay.
Yes, yes.
You did say trigger warnings. This is going to be, you allowed the whole gambit, you know what I mean, to be as fair as what you could control. You can't control what comes out of somebody's mouth, especially when they're live. You know what I mean? It's not a scripted thing. So props to you for doing that, because I think you did put a little kind of a shield over it for a moment, because it's a deep thing, so it might go on for a while, but at least you give, and that goes for everybody in the community. You say that all the time. Here's a link. Come on up. Tell me what's on your mind. You disagree with me, I want to hear it. And you know what? I feel the same way. I think we're subs. So being a sub and a creator makes you kind of think of the subs a little bit more. Does that make sense? Don't you?
Yes, absolutely. I agree.
I do too. My subs are very important to me. I've had this channel for a very long time. I didn't start growing until this past year, but I ventured out but I've always been about this right here, but it's always
Mm-hmm.
presenting researchers and dealing with facts. I show documents. That's why it kind of bothers me on the other side when people are making these accusations and they don't even have no documented proof. Screenshots from somebody, that's nice to see and all this and that, but how do I know it's real? I like court papers and truth, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I've always been about. But I'm also seeing how you can do it the other way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you watch these for that reason, or do you watch it just because you as a sub like true crime?
I think it's a little bit of both, for sure. And, I appreciate channels like yours. And I guess I come in maybe on the butt end of that when I say that, because I know it's a lot of trashiness over on my channel, which is great. I love it. The crazier, the better. But I do appreciate when there are neutral type channels, and there's
Yeah.
Cher.
Hello, honey.
Love Cher.
I do
And
too.
I feel like Cher's she keeps an amazing balance over there. She keeps it clean, and there's always going to be, for the lack of a better
Yeah,
word, glitches.
Her chat has changed from everybody getting blocked and getting thrown out because they realize that, hey, I didn't give her a chance, and she
Yeah.
really looks in and researches her stuff.
Oh,
You know
yeah,
what I
for sure.
So that made her chat change over too. It's nice there now. You get a few. You know what I mean? But
It's
just
true
like,
growth, and
yeah,
I think
it's
that's
growth.
important. And my concern, I mean, not concern, it's not like I lose sleep over it, but the truth of the matter is, a lot of these creators that just latch on to, I don't know, they ride on the winds of drama just continuously. They're going to run out of steam at some point. So they're
Right.
going to have to have some more substance other than, just the drama, which there'll always be drama to talk about. I guess what I'm getting at is that taking Cher as a for instance, watching her grow,
Yep.
is basically watching her bloom into this, really serious, not that she wasn't before, but you can just see the growth, is what I'm saying. And you can tell that she's going to withstand the test of time. There's no one hit wonder there. It's going to
Yeah. Oh,
continue.
exactly.
Yeah.
Good point. No one hit wonder. And you know what it is I think she's let her guard down a little bit to her
Mhm.
YouTube subs so she can be more open about it, because she was getting, let's face it, she got slammed bet worse than anybody I've seen,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I wasn't over there that long when that was going on. And I got to admit, I left her a bad comment, and that's not who I am. I
Right.
got sucked into feeling a certain way, and then I stopped and I looked at it and I apologized, and I couldn't have not meant that more than ever, even after I was done writing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you can't allow yourself to get into that. You have to be able to figure it out for yourself. I think it's a good choice. Don't like me? Don't watch me. Just don't come over
Absolutely.
here to just hate on me, because what sense is it of that? What are you having fun? I mean, I don't get that, but there's a lot of people that do that. You're kind of lucky you haven't had that.
Oh, I'm sure the storm's brewing at some point. I've got the hatches batten down. But
You-
in real life, I'm pretty laid back, which Dazed,
yeah,
and myself have met in real life, and she can tell you I'm
she's a cowgirl.
crazy. I like to have fun most of the time. I'm continuously joking, and I don't. There's nobody I can say, oh, I just hate this person. I don't, and not on YouTube or in real life. I love everybody, and
Yeah, me
unfortunately
too.
here, we're facing a lot of hateful people, a lot of people that I feel like have low self-esteem, maybe in their real life, and it's easy to come on here and portray something else, and it makes them feel good about themselves, even if they're doing something bad. And I can,
Mhm.
I can love that too, because if that's the way they need to, get attention and love, then there's plenty of people to give it to them. But I appreciate channels like yours because I feel like it's laying the framework for new creators like myself that are coming up that are trying to build a channel based on trying to stay neutral and having fun,
Right.
but
And letting everybody know they matter. You have a
yeah,
voice.
yeah,
Don't be
absolutely.
afraid to use it. I mean, I've been trying this I've been doing it for 2 years, okay, in my wrongful conviction area, and I've got researchers that are so very well known in the case that were never, ever, ever thinking about doing this, and they have their own
Yeah.
channels now. Do you know what I mean? So if you can give somebody a voice and let them know it matters, I think that's great. So that's why I promote the ones like you who do that. I mean, it's great to see, we see a lot of that. Through the past 10 months, we have witnessed things that shouldn't happen. Attacks, drags, subs
Oh
being
yeah.
attacked, so much things that are just no-nos, morally, and as far as running a YouTube channel, in my opinion. Okay, this is all my opinion, and it doesn't reflect on Rabbit. Believe that. She's her own woman. But I think, honestly, that we are starting to see a switch where people are noticing more white rabbits, more the white rabbit, more the Cheshire cat. I love you, Cheshire. More shares, more people that
Meow.
are really caring, don't you think?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Absolutely. Let's not leave out Prairie Boy now. He's just
well,
an angel.
he is. You know what? That's who I watched first, was him, and then I found Cher through a video she made saying, "Okay, bitches, that's my man. So back the fuck off." That's what she said. I was like, I like her.
Oh yeah, you
So
gotta love it. I love it.
yeah, I like real people. I like people that are not afraid to, show their warts. So you might say, you know what I mean? It's just part of them,
Yeah,
and it's a part of, because we're all growing. It doesn't matter how old you are, how long you've been doing something, you learn, right? Every day. You make
for
mistakes, okay?
sure.
Yeah. I know.
And even some of the bigger creators that are filled with, the negative and the drama, they're and I know they bounce back and forth with, acting a certain way and then they go back to their old ways. But I think when people come along and they're allowing, and it's all about really who's in chat, because without you guys, there'd be no us guys. I mean, there'd be no reason for us to be, even doing this. So
Exactly.
I think
Exactly.
it paves the way. And I think being kind to your subscribers and, because they do matter and you can't catch every comment. It does get a little hard. Most of
Right.
the time over, at the trailer park, it's pretty easy, but
Right.
sometimes every blue moon it gets a little crazy, but everybody's appreciated.
Right.
And I mean, I think that's a big thing too, is a lot
Right.
of people don't feel comfortable commenting in chats, especially let me give a good for instance, and then I'll shut up a second.
No,
So
no, no. You're
on
supposed
some of
to talk.
these, yay. But like some of these bigger creators, when like I don't know, a lot of people would be on there and I know that they want to ask a question or they want to be part of the conversation, but they quickly get shut down or they get blocked and don't understand why, or they get timed out when they really don't understand what they've done wrong. Because, it's impossible in this climate when you're new or you don't know all the facts to know what's happening. And so people get shut down for asking questions that they don't know they're going to get in trouble for. And it's sad. And that's why that was part of the reason that I wanted to start doing the lives, is because I wanted to connect with people and let them know that, everybody's opinion matters, even if it's something that's been over a million times. If you're new or you don't know, then you have a right to know.
Well, like I say, there's no dumb questions. There's only smart answers. I say that all the time. You know what I
Yes,
mean? There's being where in the group that I was in, it was so repetitive. So, because people were constantly coming in and finding out about the case and asking about the same questions that we have went over 2 years ago. That should never matter. These are new people who need to know. And if you want them to know factual things, give them the facts. Rumors and opinions, even in chat, I do believe that you should say, I heard this,
Yeah.
Don't know if it's true, or in my opinion, 3 letters capitalized, because people will read that and they will take that and run with it. And hearsay to me, no say.
Yeah.
Hearsay is no say. You got to show me something, right? You know what I'm saying? But there are those people that sit there, like I've seen them come out on your channel and say, first time chatting, I don't chat much. I listen to everybody. I think it was today. I was like, wow, great. You know what I mean? They feel comfortable. That's what we all should be like. You aren't going to be a creator to yourself. What are you going to do?
No.
Click on and get no views, 1 view, and have your family watch it. So you got 10 views. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You need the subs. And I am both, just like you. I think more creators need to think of it that way. I mean, pay attention. I see everybody here. When I'm doing something like this, it's really hard for me to read comments, right? But I always stop at the end and say, got any questions? We'll answer them, you know what I mean? Whatever. And I open it up. So I want everybody, and I always let them know that they mean something, But I've been to channels where they don't say anything to them. They just, or somebody throws a super chat up, they say, thank you.
Yeah.
I've seen that, I think it's turning over. I can't wait for the White Rabbits to turn kind of Dollywood.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tell us about that. Have you got any plans yet? Have you learned any cool little backgrounds and things?
I don't know. I'm got so many things swirling around in my head and trying to get set up because the way I'm vision what's going to happen for the channel later on down the road, well, pretty soon, hopefully. I want it to be bigger than life. I want to do a lot more. I love true crime. Don't get me wrong. I mean, that's definitely a huge and everything right now. But I want to do a lot of different things, and I want everybody to be included. I love the White Rabbits videos. They are so talented. I wish that I even had an ounce of that kind of talent. It's just magical.
Me too.
It's just magical. It takes you into a whole other world.
It is.
It's amazing.
It is amazing. And that's something that I want to point out too. Like, you are so calm and easy to talk to. You go through the chat very smoothly. You tend to keep your own personal views away from what you're speaking about. And there's not a lot of people that do that. So, give yourself credit, man. I'm telling you, you're a great people person. I mean, you're going to be like Dolly for sure. Of the people, of the creators and the subs, because you are so easy to talk to. I mean, I heard some plans today. Why don't you share some of them plans with our chat? They might not have been there. You're planning on, what you plan on. Dazed is here. What are you doing? Taking off your messages.
Oh gosh, what plans? What plans did I? Now you're gonna have to remind me because
the people you want to have on. See,
yeah.
You want to make why don't you tell us what you want to make your channel? That's what I mean.
I am all over the place. So, my 3 healers had mentioned before about contacting Michelle After Dark, which is like contacting Hollywood in my book, because she is such a huge staple here. And likely it's not going to happen, but we'll hold out hope. But not only her, but basically any of the creators that want to come on just for a basic interview, and the questions I might ask may be completely out in left field. Who knows? Because, I'm all over the place, so you never know. But I am interested in getting to know some of them. And I think a lot of them are not as bad maybe as we think. And maybe some are worse than what we think. But, I think it's important that people get to see people on an even playing field where, it would be easy to go to somebody's channel and catch them on a bad day and be like, I just don't want to watch that person, but, and never go back. But, I mean, if they get a chance just to kind of tell people who they are, people might get a better well-rounded idea. And I just think it'd be interesting. Plus, I'm nosy. I just want to know. I wish White Rabbit would collaborate with Dolly. Yeah, me too. I'm a big Dolly fan. I'm trying not to, I'm not a stalker, but Dolly's amazing.
You got me over there too, and I love it. I do.
Yeah, he is a breath of fresh air.
It's a show. It's like, it's a show. He puts a lot of thought into it. I just like some of it's like bam, 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 hit that like,
Yes.
things like that. So, hey, I just did that so you'd hit the like. See, it doesn't look good on me, but he wears it well. That's what I'm trying to say.
Oh,
Everybody's got their thing. Like the White Rabbit Presents. I don't know
Mhm.
if you guys even know it, but very, very huge on child protection on the internet, and has apps and things that is on the community page. I hope I'm not overstepping. And it's still on the community page. If whatever you have, White Rabbit, please drop it in your information for some of those links, because there are parents in here, there are grandparents in here that I didn't know about these things, and you could protect your child from trafficking or being groomed. And I think that's very important. So if you, yeah, Dolly Vision, Jimmy is a good guy. Yeah, he seems like a good guy.
So
Yeah.
he's looking for someone. Everybody keeps saying he's looking for a co-host, but if obviously I'm wide open to that. So yeah, and hey, he can hit me up.
Dolly
He
and
can
the
hit me up
Rabbit.
on the Gmail.
Dolly and the Rabbit.
I'm here for it.
We're not gonna call it a rabbit hole for you. How about the black hole? Because you just let it's so huge that everybody could go in it, and it could be lost, but we could all be together in a nice way.
Oh yeah, for sure, for
One big
sure.
smackdown.
And, I think it. There are channels that are settled on one particular direction, and then there are channels that are kind of everywhere, just like a big crazy. I don't know.
It's called
If
what is it? Your ADHD creator. You got everything in your mind.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You can't let it
It's
all out.
anything, everything, all the things, all the time. I'm
I
not
love it.
opposed to really anything, and it's just like a big sideshow, and that's what I'm after. So
Oh
it's
yeah.
crazy.
Oh yeah. I love a White Rabbit. That cat is the best. I love that cat. Cheshire cat.
Oh yes,
Biggest
Cheshire
fan.
Cat is the
Yes.
bee's knees.
Yes. I promote the Cheshire all the time. I promote good people. I talk about everybody here. I talk about everybody there. I want everybody to, just check my channel. You don't even have to watch the videos, but look in the descriptions and meet some interesting people for real. Researchers and DNA experts and, dog trainers that sniff and cadaver dogs. I got it all from A to Z. Okay. So,
Well rounded.
yeah. And now I'm doing like you're doing, kind of like just talking to people that I talk to in chat, or I see a creator that I really like. You know what I mean? And I don't go to a lot of creators. You and Share basically it. I watch everybody. I'm always
Yeah,
watching.
I love to watch everybody, and that's I think that's super important to remember that you can't go into one chat and hear negative things about the creators and think, well, I'm just not going to watch them. You're
Right.
doing yourself a disservice by doing that, because there's interesting information to and mind you, take it all with a grain of salt, but if you want the full story, you have to listen from all sides. You can't be deaf on one ear and listening with the other. You got to keep both ears open, and the only way you can do that is just broaden your horizons. And a lot of small creators, I kind of seek out little bitty channels, like with maybe 10 subscribers, because it all starts somewhere, and they may know something that nobody else has heard.
Yep. Let me tell you something, Jenks. That caterpillar is the truth caterpillar. You know that, don't you? So it would fit you very well. Mystical Jinx Thinks, who's in my chat. She's been on here before. I've known her for the whole time I've been in the wrongful conviction. She is the best genealogist you've ever. If you need to find
Wow.
out about yours, somebody else's, people in cases, she will find it right down to their grandma that first touched ground. I'm not even lying. She is,
Wow.
and she can remember it all. So they call her, because she has two brains. That's what we say. So we call her Mystical Jinx Thinks.
I need to borrow one. I only have like a quarter of one, I think.
She's so, see, you can meet them kind of people, and that's what I think you should know. How do we not know that? Let's say, I don't even know who's in my chat. Carrie Ann, I know who Carrie Ann. Holly Dolly, don't know you, but I seen you in chat. How do we know that person doesn't know how to make excellent videos, or knows how to get teach you to speak better like me. You should do that for me because I'm not a public speaker. I'm just a person. You know what I mean? I think being well-rounded is good. Not sticking to one thing is very good. I really think that. And I think your channel is absolutely wonderful place to be. Your chat, even before you had all of us blue people, was, you know what I mean, pretty darn good. Didn't even for the shit show that the first day was, which I was like, oh,
I don't know what I do without you guys.
I was going like this. Oh, wait a minute. That was a bad comment. You know, I'm like on my screen because I got a big screen in front of me. So I'm trying to touch it and get back there, you know, so because I don't know how you people do it on your
you
phone.
guys are amazing. Like mods are the unsung heroes because you know, and I am the most useless wrench on these streets because everybody's so quick on all the channels to, you know, grab the bad guys and do what they got to do. And I know it's hard, and it's amazing what you guys do with those wrenches. I am impressed.
Right. And I honestly, I do true crime. I do a lot of sharing of missing children and people, and I'm really very interested in trying to give some of these Jane Does and not John Does their names back that, you know, haven't been identified would be great. You know what I mean? And that's kind of a dream of mine, but I don't really know how to talk about that because it's very sensitive. So I just share. That's what I do. You know, I share.
Right.
I'm a people person. I share things, but the people that do, like Mountain Girl and Arctic Cat, and the people that talk about that stuff, that's a hard job. Now Cher too, because she's from talking about the missing girl to the whole family, the interactions of the family, and the whole full circle.
Yeah.
That takes this stability.
Yeah, she is super detail oriented, and I envy that because I skim the surface of all things, but the deep diving that's done is just beyond anything I can comprehend, and it's so appreciated. And I appreciate all creators. It's hard. I don't think people understand, you know, how much work it takes just to even sit and talk. I mean, it takes physical energy from you when you do that.
I think I'm gonna jump out of my skin. White Rabbit, I would love to have you here. So my email is in my about. Please email me and we will set that up because I would absolutely love to interview you and the other one if he was interested. Please. Oh my gosh, what a day that would be, huh?
Oh yeah, I'd love to. I'd love to see that.
So much respect for the White Rabbit. Not only the excellent work that is done, but who the person is as a human being, which I found out too late, you know. I mean, I actually got called out for making a good comment. You know, I was all about it, you know. I mean, I was like, okay, you know what I mean? And that affected the White Rabbit. And I was sorry about that, but you know, I said, I will keep on supporting what I think is good, no matter who calls me out. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter. You're not here to, you know, become everybody's best friend. Just be really, really respectful by, if you don't like that person, don't watch them. Don't get triggered, right? It's easy. You don't have to. You can go to places like the White Rabbits and have a great time in that trailer park. Join up. I hope they're dropping the link. I told them to. So, you know, sign up, say your little pitch. I love hearing it.
Oh yeah, y'all can I might have some lag here. I don't know. My internet's kind of crazy right this second. I'm having some freeze up. But yeah, feel free to join up in the trailer park. It is a virtual world, and we're going to be having barbecues, and we'll be having panels where we're letting people that reside in that virtual trailer park choose the topic of the night, and just a good time. So working towards bigger and better things there. And, you know, we have giveaways every Friday, or not Friday, sorry, crazy. Every Sunday, we pull a lot number, and that person gets to choose between 3 different prizes that will be sent to you. And yeah, it's just, I don't know, it's just a little something to break the monotony and the constant darkness that seems to reside over here on this side of town.
Yeah, it does. But, you know, you're always a breath of fresh air. I love the time you go on. You're absolutely getting more people in there and more conversation, because you take it right from, you just look at chat and you could be there. How long were we there today? You showed a few things,
Ugh, I
but
think like 2 hours. Oh,
yeah, your lives. I know you come on and you think, oh, it's just going to be about an hour. Do you ever think that?
yeah, never ends up being that way.
Yeah, it don't. But there's a lot of interesting things that go on. I've found out a lot through your channel, actually, hearing the SmackDown, just looking at how you do things. It's inspiring, and I learn from every one of the creators. I really do. You know, I mean, I might not like some of the tactics they use to get their cash apps and this and that, but I don't have no problem with anybody on YouTube making money, having memberships.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's your time. It is something you're doing. And if people want to do that, that is completely up to them. That, you know what I mean? But I've never done Summer's case. And the only thing I've ever done is put up a missing poster because I couldn't have been one to handle what they all did. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Anybody
it's a
who's
lot.
touched the case. Did you ever do anything? I mean, I know you're showing pictures from your trip, but that's not, you're not.
No, I try to, and it's a double-edged sword because, of course, I completely agree that her picture and all the things that would help find her need to be everywhere and all places. But my intention was not specifically to talk about Summer Wells, and I don't know. I guess she seems to me, and this is just my crazy thinking, and this is inside the rabbit's mind here. She is just the nucleus of this, and she is just so special and just so delicate. I feel like almost like she's off limits. I know that sounds weird because this whole thing is about her, but I feel like I just want to shield just, I don't know, just herself. And that's why I just mostly talk about the creators surrounding her case. And then of course, Dawn and Candace and stuff and all the other players in this thing. But I like to keep her kind of compartmentalized, if that makes sense, because I don't know, it gets too real maybe for me when I think about her, because I do think about her every day. And I don't talk about that a lot because, it truly is something that I think has traumatized a
Mhm.
lot of us to at least some degree, if not a huge degree in other cases. But I don't know. I don't like to, I'm not focused on, I know that I can't solve the case,
Oh, I don't think
and
anybody can,
no, no,
except for the law. That's just my
exactly.
belief.
So I try not to necessarily focus on her, which sounds bad, I guess, but I just feel like I want to keep her shielded, somewhat, at least when I'm talking about the case, and I try to only mostly focus on just the players around the case more so than just her, but absolutely she's the most important thing about the case. I don't know if that
Right.
made any sense at all.
No, it certainly did. I mean, it made sense to me. I'm sure it did to everybody else, or we'd be seeing something in the comments. You know what I mean? But it makes
Yeah,
perfect sense. There's enough of the talk that, about how I don't want to hear how bad her life might have been. We don't, I can imagine.
right, right.
I don't
And
really don't want to hear that.
the sad part to me, in a way, and I know this is probably contrary to a lot of opinion, but in her little mind, I feel like she didn't know she had a bad life, you know.
That's
And I'm not saying that it's okay that she had a bad life and all that. I'm just saying that in her little world, it was probably a happy place. We don't look at it that way because we're grown-ups and we're on the outside looking in, but that was her mommy and her daddy, and her brothers.
right.
And regardless of what we think and what the house looks like, or if her shoes or her clothes were clean, or she had dirt on her mouth or her face, or her hair was shaved or not shaved. I mean, none of that mattered to her. She looked like a very happy little girl, in my opinion.
Yeah, we don't know.
And yeah,
We just
yeah, we don't.
keep going. I'm sorry. I was just
Oh, no, no,
totally
no.
with
I'm
you.
just going into all different avenues of thought, but yeah, I don't know. I think so many different things, and I think it's okay for people to think things that maybe aren't popular. I'm not saying that she was this fabulously well taken care of child, because clearly there were huge problems she's missing.
Yeah.
But I think that there are moments, and probably a lot of moments in her life, that were just a little girl, little country girl living on the top of a hill having fun, you know?
Yeah, exactly. And I think, when Josie came out, that's one thing I appreciated very much from him was hearing about some of the things she liked to do. Um, yeah, I don't know if it's even factual because I guess I'm at the point where I don't really believe anybody in the case. I mean, if the parents are playing such games like that, um, that's what I think where a lot of opinions went to because of the parents' actions, and they caused this
Mhm.
circus really, and
Oh, yeah.
YouTubers jumped on it, okay, which created more awareness of it and more um, shenanigans, whatever you want to call them. Everybody has their part, you know what I mean? But not that it's bad or good. I'm not making judgment. I just think that poor Summer, you can only imagine because of the lack of interest from the parents, it makes you wonder, boy, she must not have really had a good life. But I'm
Yeah.
like you. I like to think of she had to have joy in her life too. You know what I mean? She was happy swinging and playing in the rain. And think
Oh,
of them,
yeah.
you know what I mean? Because we don't know if, and I still hope that she is alive and well and taken care of very well by somebody. I do.
Same.
It doesn't have to be that disastrous. She's dead. You know what I mean? I don't have to agree to that. I don't.
No.
I'm like I said, rainbows and unicorns. I don't give up hope until hope is not there anymore. You know what I mean? Until we know for sure. And I don't know, man. This case is really gonna, if it ever goes to court for Summer, it's really going to be hard to get a fair trial. And I mean, I'm not talking like really fair to the people. I'm talking about how the courts look at it, and they might say, "Oh well," and the jury might go, "Well, you know, this is tainted. So bad you can't use that evidence. Oop, can't use that evidence.
Yeah.
That kind of
Totally.
stuff." Yeah, it's scary. Hi, everybody who's just joining. I see you, and we're just chatting like, two old hens, but she's probably way
Yeah.
younger than me. But she runs a tight trailer court, I'll tell you what. Get your membership now because you can pull up and have a good time. Pick yourself a number because she has drawings.
Oh,
And
yeah.
yeah, and I mean, I love that idea of only having one tier so you can really just present to everybody the same thing. That's just really good. I mean, not
Yeah.
that I would treat any of my members anything, but look, I'm not, and this is all new, and I'm even surprised I got my 8. Thank you so much. I love you all. You know what I mean? It's all new to me. I have no idea. I'm watching you, and I'm like, damn, I can't steal nothing Dolly's doing. So how am
Well,
I going
I
to
know that makes it hard. Dolly is over there doing all the things, and I'm like,
do
dang,
it?
I'm about to steal all his
Yeah,
ideas.
and I look at you, and I go, oh damn, I can't do nothing. Rabbits,
No, definitely
she
do. I
took
guess
it over.
I wasn't sure, when the membership thing came up, I was like, okay, so membership, what would that even look like? And I had no clue. And then it dawned on me. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna go with it. Let's just do this. And like I said, there's no way. I don't know how creators that have more than one tier even, attempt to do, you have to one up yourself with every
Yeah,
tier, and that's just that's a lot. It's a lot to just do the little bit that is done, but yeah, I just wanted to keep it one tier. I mean, just keep it fun and keep it light and whatever, and do the giveaways and stuff because it's a good time. But
I think you're
yeah,
great as a creator. You've got a park dream you've sold to everybody. So if you've never sold Elixir before, girl, you better be out there.
I know that's right. Oh gosh.
Because you got your own storyboard. It's really kind of very unique. I've never seen it before. I got to give you props. To me, you're treating us members like I've never been treated before, and it's well worth the money, people. So if you have not got your trailer, you better get one quick because we got
I
a,
appreciate that.
yeah, it
Yeah,
is.
I just didn't know how everybody would react, and I was like, well, I don't know. Maybe people would want to be in a trailer park, maybe not. But we have a good time, and it's going to get better. You know,
It
it's
is.
hectic right now, but once
You got
everything
all
settles
these
in.
personalities going into your little fantasy trailer court, and
Oh yeah.
we're all biting that apple. I'll tell you what.
And you know, I have noticed it's really cool because there are people that have you know, moved into the trailer park that are from all different areas. I mean, there are people that are neighbors over there and virtually, and they're from different channels, and some of them are channels that are, you know, normally opposing channels.
Yeah,
But in the trailer park, everybody just hangs out, and it's not a problem. So I love
because
that.
yeah, we're equal trailer trash.
Absolutely.
And I like to say we're
Absolutely.
not trailer trash, we're trailer class.
That's
Okay.
exactly right, honey.
Well, you know, we're like the glam. You've heard of glamping, where you are glamour
Yeah.
camping. Well, we're I don't know how you'd say it. Let me see, trailer, glamping, uh, glamour, and trailer. I don't know how you'd say that together, but hey, that's what we are.
That's what we are. There
We're
ain't even a
class.
word for it.
I might not be the best advertisement for the class part of it, I'll tell you. Stumbling on my words. But honestly, it is a lot of fun. I really so appreciate everything you're doing. It's really refreshing. Your channel is excellent. I hope it grows to enormous numbers. And I hope you have the biggest virtual trailer park ever, because I'm going to be one of the first.
Yes, absolutely. Gosh,
I'll be a
you're
old
such a
G.
gracious host. I mean, you're amazing.
I'll be a G. I'll tell you what. If anybody has any questions, do you want to give me 5 more minutes of your time and answer some questions? I don't know if
Yeah,
anybody
sure.
has any because they're all our shared subs, but you know, I want to make sure I say hi to everybody. Hi guys. No, I love you guys. I do. I love all the subs. I'm really getting to be comfortable on the YouTube streets, which is nice.
Oh that's really important.
Yeah. And I think you add that to a lot of people. I really do.
I
Because
hope
I see a
so.
lot of people like coming out of their shell. So we'll just call you Mama Rabbit.
Love it. Well, wait, now you're the mama. I'll be the
Okay.
auntie.
Yeah, they do call me Mama, don't they?
I'll be the auntie.
You can be the auntie.
I'm the
Yeah.
crazy aunt.
Yes, you know, hey, I was the crazy aunt for my real life family. So it was like,
That.
well, I'm going to my auntie's house. She cool. You know, they come over here and sit and, you know, talk to me about their outside life and then expect their mom. Well, what'd you say? I don't know. Talk to your kid. I'm not a rat. Unless it was something bad. You know, you got to do your thing then. But I never had that. You look and sound amazing. Oh, I thought it was a question. Y'all are both so chill. That's what I look for in a creator. When creators scream and yell, I can't watch it. I agree. Nobody wants to be screamed at. I
No,
get that.
no.
I'm
We don't
alone.
mind listening to other people holler at each other, but don't yell at us.
Yeah, don't yell at us. No, I get it. I do. What does Rabbit eat for supper?
What don't I eat? That's all I do is eat.
She eating some M&Ms back there. I heard something.
I ain't gonna lie, I was finishing up that Hershey bar I was eating. I eat everything. That's all I do is eat. I
Yeah,
graze all day.
yeah, not you exactly. Anything you want to announce that's coming up for you?
Well, let's see. Gosh, I don't know. It's just a little of anything and everything. I'm just trying to ride this wave, you know, and ride it as far out as I can. So whatever comes, you know, we'll just roll with it. And I'm just looking forward to whatever the future holds, whatever that might be. I mean, if it grows, it grows, and if it doesn't, I mean, it's already blossomed. You know, it's already a beautiful thing. And if there's never one other person that comes, then you know, I feel blessed to have the people that we have. And you know, I see a lot of faces here that I recognize, and it's just
Mhm.
a good community. I mean, I hate when people automatically assume just from one negative experience or a negative video that they see about this person or that one, because really, these YouTube streets are crazy now. Don't get it twisted, they are.
They are.
But I mean, really, at the end of the day, people are just people, you know?
Yeah. And like you will say many times, this is not my life. This is not something that I, you know, live and breathe and die for. You have a
Hmm.
real life, you have animals, you have a
Oh,
husband,
yeah.
you know, you have your home, and we all know you're OCD. So she's
Oh, yeah.
Felix Unger from the Odd Couple. I am
Yes.
That. I used to be, I still am, but I'm a little older now, so it's easier to kind of let that dirty floor today go until tomorrow. But when I was young,
Right.
no, absolutely.
Uh-oh. Somebody said tramping. That is gold right there. Trailer and
Oh,
camping.
tramping. There you go. Oh, right on, right on. I love it. I appreciate you. I appreciate everybody just like you do. I really do. And it's sincere, and you can tell it is. You're not flashing your Cash App, and not that some people, if that's what they do, that's what they do, and they got their following and they get their money. Good on you.
And I
I'm
slapped
not.
that little tick. I slapped that little ticker up there, the Cash App.
Yeah,
But I don't know. I think more so than the Cash App thing, because the truth is, I've made really close to nothing on Cash App, and like you were saying, this is not like my whole entire life. I mean,
yeah, yeah.
I have a husband that works, and it's not like I mean, I know a lot for a lot of people. Don't get me wrong. I know a lot of people do depend on their Cash Apps and their PayPals and
Right.
their
And like
super
I
stickers,
said,
all that stuff.
yeah,
They live on that pays the bills, and I'm all for that. That's great.
me too.
But
Me too.
yeah, I have no issue with that. And a lot of people get upset about that. I mean, people are going to spend their money where they choose to, and that's completely up to them. But I forgot what I was going to say. See how crazy I am? I'm a nut.
You ain't
And
crazy.
yes,
You're just
yes,
like,
the White Rabbit presents. It is bad out there for sure, sadly. Yes, it is. And I think there's a lot of victims of circumstance in this thing. And but what will make that better is whenever people start talking. I mean, just like here. I mean, this is a wonderful place. Look how calm your chat is. I mean, everybody is like in just like this very gentle state of mind. This is
I've tried.
amazing. I mean, you have a beautiful environment here.
I've got a lot of new wrenches, but I didn't have that many to begin with. But this has always been my chat. My chat has always been like this. I've been very, very fortunate to have people that come and just really want to see what other people are about. You know what I mean? And it is
Yeah.
calming. I mean, I can go off sometimes. I've went off in my community a little bit, but generally, I try to stick to my own moral compass, which is to treat everybody with respect and give, I mean, don't judge. You have to have an open mind in this kind of thing. I'm just
Oh
more
yeah.
for facts than I am for opinions. Although I have a very big opinion, I do state it is my opinion.
Right.
I don't try to
Yeah.
sell it as a fact, and that bothers me when I see that. So if that is going on in a chat, I won't engage in the. I'll put the chat on hide and just listen. You know what I mean? It's because I give everybody a listen, because even though I don't like maybe the way they do their things, that's their style. Who am I to judge them? Is what I mean. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
totally.
there's a room for everybody. You just gotta make your choices. And if you don't like somebody, rather than going to somebody else's channel and bitching about somebody, because that person or their people in that chat might really like that person,
Oh
I
yeah.
think that's rude to go back and put what you don't like in somebody else's chat if it's not being discussed. I'll say that as a sub. You know what I mean? I don't like to see that. And as a creator, it's kind of changing the mood of what you're doing. And if you like that creator, it kind of hurts you, right? You don't want to go
Yeah.
ahead and go, screw you. And then because there you just lost a sub and you look like an asshole, you
Yep.
kind of
You're
want
right.
to hear it out, but you don't want it to be brought to you, right? You know what I mean? It's like, I don't encourage the drama, you know?
Right, right.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a fine line, but I think you
And
handle it
I
very
think it's
well.
good to have, like it's important, I think especially uh in this what I call as endearingly as I can. I don't even know if that's a word, but the butt crack of the crime community over here on YouTube. I mean, I think it's good for there to be a place and like you have here where there's, really nothing here that's going to cause somebody to be triggered or have anxiety and all the ugly things that happen in so many chats. And
Right.
and that's fine for the people that like to get crazy and everything,
Yep.
but I think it's important to have these places where people who just there are people that literally really don't want drama. They just want to come and talk about
Right.
what's going on, around the world. And like you were saying about people that are missing and important things. And that's why I appreciate you, and you're just so sweet.
Around the
And
world. And, like you were saying about,
you have a really good personality, and I think that I think that you're amazing.
Oh,
actually.
thank you so much. I got it. This is like a good comic. I really like it. Some I watch everything, some I don't like the subject, so I skip it. Nobody likes every chocolate in the box.
Oh, that's an
Perfect.
excellent point. Yeah,
I love that.
absolutely.
That is comment of the day.
Yes.
I
Cordy wins the internet today.
there you go. You win the internet today. Exactly. I'm not kidding you. Hi, True Crime and Coffee. Nice to see you. I am seeing a lot of faces that I hope will come back. You know, I'm very glad to have you here.
Hit that sub button, y'all.
Yeah, White Rabbits presents. I really hope I hear from you soon, and it's very nice to see you. And White Rabbit, if you have not subscribed to her, I suggest that you guys get on over there and get yourself so push that button, ding that bell. You will not want to miss it. I'm not kidding you. Get there early. Bring your coffee, popcorn, whatever time of day it is for you, because it gets interesting and it also is a calm place to speak. She gives you a voice, and I so appreciate that. It's so nice to see people, like-minded people, I would say.
It is.
You know,
It
so
is.
I thank you so much for being here. If you,
I thank you for having me.
I loved it. You know, make me nervous, kind of.
No way.
Yeah, a little bit. But anyway, I'm going to play my outro because I'm learning how to do videos. And I will see you. I'm not going to say it. Do you know what? I got to tell you, you're bye like that. My granddaughter does that to me every time she says goodbye.
Oh, I love it.
I love it.
I love
So every time I
it.
hear it, I'm like, oh, that's so cute. But I'll let you sign off because I love the way you do. And then I'll just click this little thing.
Okay, guys, be sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you never miss a video. And she will see you in the next one. Bye.
I've been dreaming on in my head like I've seen it. A life worth living is a life with meaning. I'll do what I love till my heart stops beating. I'm feeding this demon. Got a taste, can't erase bitterness in my face. Work a job every day till your dreams fade away. Like a card, never change, play the game that we say. I need a break. I'm staying strong, need to move on to be what I want. I'll keep dreaming on. I'm staying strong, need to move on to be what I want. I'll keep dreaming on.